morning and welcome. I'm Terry and this is the Celtic Craft Studio. And as promised, I am going to do a flip through of the Poppy Journal. It has been purchased, but before it goes on its way to its new home, I wanted to flip through it and then we're going to pick one of the pieces of ephemera and I'm going to show you how I made it. So let's take a peek inside. All right, there she is. She's another chunky monkey, but once again, a lot of things that you could take out so that you have plenty of journaling space. I used the Tim Holtz papers and I used Artie May's Radiant Poppy Kit, and I will link that below so that you can go check it out. It has to be one of my favorite Artie May's kits. I absolutely love the graphics and colors that she used. So this is all things poppies. It's kind of my new favorite flower. I love roses, but poppies are kind of my new flower. We also have some charms, and I'll show you the charms at the end so you can see how they kind of dangle off the sides. So the front, you have a pocket, and this actually has a clip that you can take off and open up. I'll put these over here so we don't lose them. Here we have a couple of pockets with journaling cards and tags with grommets in them. I'm one of those people, I don't think you always need a ribbon and a tag. And then I made out of a 5x7 bag, I made a pocket. And inside we have a card, journaling card, with a tab on top so you can find it easily. Here's some of that decorative paper I like using. And an Edith Holden page. With one of my favorite Scottish flowers, which is the thistle. Maybe I'll do a thistle journal one of these days. Here we have a tuck with a journaling card, actually 2 journaling cards. This is some Ego dyed paper from Susan Brown. I just got a new set of Susan Brown paper. I can't wait to use it and show you what it looks like. It's gorgeous. I'll link Susan's information below as well. Here's a side tuck with a tag. Just has a button, a little tab and a button at the top, and a journaling card. We have some graph paper. Here we have the piece of ephemera that we're going to work on in just a bit. It's basically, you can unclip it, and inside is a tag, inside the bag part, I should say. And then it opens up, and there's some journaling space inside and journaling space on the back. And of course, you can journal on the tag as well. And then inside here, we've got a little journaling card, fun Tim Holtz picture, and a couple of tickets. So that's what I'm going to work on as soon as we get through the flip through. Here's some of Grammy's coffee dyed paper. I'll put her link below too, Grammy's Keepsakes. She has some beautiful papers. Coffee dyed, Kool-Aid dyed. She also makes some gorgeous, gorgeous journals. Here's a top tuck with a journal card. Another journal card with some eyelets, journaling space on the back. Once again, it can be removed if it's too bulky for you, because I believe there are 4 of those in there. Here I did some stenciling but you can easily write over the stenciling, so you can journal on that page. Stenciling on this side. Journal card, and here we have an altered paper clip. I may show you how I do these too. I like these. Basically, it's a round circle with a paper clip, and then I like putting little charms that dangle. This one says create, and the other one down here says joy. Yes, create joy. And it's clipped on top of an envelope. Has a cute little picture on it, and inside there is some paper you can journal on. All right, here we have a tuck. Actually, I think this, nope, it is. It's a side pocket with a journaling card, smaller journaling card. Some more of the eco-dyed paper. This is one of the coffee filter pockets. I don't know who originally did this. I've seen Gail do them. And then I put the poppy on top of it. Several places you can tuck things. There's a tag and a journaling card. All right, and here's a tuck and kind of a pocket all at the same time. You can slide things in here, you can tuck things in here, and this is the tag behind it with, once again, a button. There's a top tuck. She always had to stop for roadside poppies. Beautiful work. Here I have a belly band and an embellishment in the middle, and then I've tucked a couple of journaling cards underneath and another Edith Holden page with a butterfly. This is one of the pockets that comes in the kit, and I've put it on so you can use it as a tuck for a tag and journaling card. I used the red eyelash trim. Love it, the way it sticks out wherever you use it. It's kind of a nice little embellishment of its own. Here we have the center of the first signature, and we have a pocket where there's a journaling card, another tag. And then I put a tuck on the pocket so you can tuck something down here as well. Here we have an envelope that hides the strings. I'm not sure about strings. I'm kind of, the jury's still out. I'm not sure how I feel about strings. I have tied things to them. Sometimes I just tie a bow and leave it. But I do like the envelope in the middle. There is a piece of paper and some extra journaling space. In this pocket, I have one of the little pads that I make out of guest checks. I think there are 5 or 6. And then I just take some matching fabric and I sew it along the top, and you got a little pad. Here's another one of those little dangles I'll show you later. Pocket with a tag and another Edith Holden. That would be a great picture for a bee journal, wouldn't it? I'll have to make a bee journal this summer. Here's another belly band, except it's going the other way. And a couple of journaling cards. Top tuck with a large journaling card, lots of space to journal on the card, on the page, on this page. There are 80 pages total, and that means, as people like to point out, that's 160 sides. She measures 9 inches by 6 inches, and she has a 2-inch spine. And I'll show you when we finish the flip through, it's a hidden spine. Here we have another altered paper clip that has like a cute little jewel at the top. And I've used it to fasten two journaling cards, a large one and a smaller one. All right, here, this one's just clipped with a little paper clip, so you can take it off, but it's a little journaling card that you can open up for more journaling space. And then the journaling card underneath. It's more of the graph paper, side tuck with the tag and journaling card. Here's another envelope that's been attached with an altered paper clip. This one just has a little jewel on it. And I like to put the flap over on the other side. It just secures it to the journal a little better. But once again, it can be removed. There is paper inside for journaling. Cute little image on the front. Some of Grammy's lace paper, isn't that beautiful? Love the lace. Stenciling on both sides again, and a journaling card. Top tuck with a journaling card, actually a couple journaling cards. Once again, I like that kind of balance of, I mentioned that in the last video, that I try to kind of make it aesthetically pleasing, and that's pleasing to my eye. They say there's a rule of 3. I tend to agree. Here's one of the little envelopes I make. Maybe we'll do this one time too, and I'll show you how I made those. This, I'll have to look her up. I don't remember her name, but she has videos on how to use up the 6x6 square papers, like Tim Holtz has. Tim Holtz has a lot of them in his paper packs. And one of the ideas was to make this envelope, which I love because you can use it as a tuck. You can just clip it in if you want to, or you can glue it on as a tuck and put things behind it like the tag or the journaling card. And then inside you can put journaling cards, tickets. Cute idea. She had several cute ideas for the 6x6 papers. In fact, we'll be using the 6x6 for our ephemera this morning. Here's graph paper. Another embellished clip. I did this a while back. It's a puzzle piece. I used to make, well, I still make jewelry. But one year I got into these puzzle pins. And this was a piece from one of my puzzle pins. Cute little girl. Here, we'll take her off so you can see her. Cute little girl on a butterfly. Another one of the journaling cards, the eco-dyed paper. Edith. Oh, that's a pretty one. A thrush. The decorative paper. Art stores. I go to art stores to find these. I don't know if Hobby Lobby carries them or not, but I find them at art stores. So here's the other half of that pocket with a tag and the tab at top, so you don't lose your card. Sometimes when you do this, you lose your card down into the sack. So I like to put a tab or something so it's easy to find it. A poppy tuck with the poppy fairy. She's on the front too. A pocket with a tag. Some more of that fun eyelash trim. I do have this eyelash trim in my shop in various colors if you're interested. Another one of the flaps that opens, see, for journaling. Then you can close it back up, put the clip back on it, Easier said than done. There we go. Tag and a journaling card. And that's the end of this signature. This is the second signature. Once again, very similar. So I'll just quickly go through it. So we'll have some time to do our ephemera. You'll have to tell me in the comments below if you like short videos or long videos. I enjoy Gail's craft with me. I'll put her on, and for an hour I listen to her while I craft. So I find that enjoyable. But some people, you know, probably have different opinions. Let me know what you think. Here we have some eco-dyed paper, some of Susan's paper. I just love the detail, the colors she gets. Side tuck, the graph paper. Here we have another one of the embellishments that we're going to do today. Yeah, I think the journaling card got attached to two papers. It did. And we need to find a journaling card for there. Stencil. Here's the joy. Create joy. I don't know if you can see it. I'll take it off and show you. And it's just hooked on here. These are easy and fun to make, but like I said, when you make them, you have this great place to all right, cooperate, to hang a charm or a dangle. I like those. There's the envelope, piece of paper inside, tuck, graph paper, some more eco-dyed paper. Another one of the coffee filter pockets that you can put things into. Belly band, Edith. I love this one. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love the clover and the daisies. Beautiful. I could look at Edith all day. Side tuck with journaling card, tag, and paper inside. Center of the signature with another envelope. And here's another pad. Some of the danglies off the side, which I'll show you in a moment. Tag, Edith. Belly band. Love the vintage stuff. Here's a seed packet. The journaling card that's attached with the little paper clips. You can take it off. You can move these things around and make it what you want. You might like it a different way, so. Here's an envelope. Another one of the altered paper clips. Loved this. This was from a Mrs. Cog pack, but I thought it was beautiful, the poppies. Stenciling. Journaling card. Tuck. Oh, here's another one of the pockets. I love this little girl with her dog. Pocket. Here's another one of those tucks. I believe Gail made this in her ephemera series. cute idea. And you can alter it any way you want, but it's a great idea. I'll link Gail below so you can go check out her videos. Here's my favorite Edith page of the book. Poppies. How appropriate. Beautiful. The red paper. Sack with the card and the tab. Puppy tuck. And here's a pocket with some little cards. Did you know that cigarette packs had little cards in them? I found that fascinating. If anybody knows the story behind these, you should put it in the comments below, because I am fascinated by these things. All right, here's another one of the corner pockets. And that is the end of the Poppy Journal. All right, let's get to the ephemera. Let me move Poppy so she's not in the way. Okay. Get all my little elements over here. I'm trying not to bump the camera, which I think I just did. So excuse me if I bump you. You can yell at me later. All right, so like I said, we're going to make one of these pockets. And what you will need is the 5x7 bag, which I have these in my shop if you want to go get them. Great for making pockets like I showed you. Ephemera, all kinds of things you can do with these bags. And I like the pattern on this one. So we're going to make this. You're going to need, like I say, the bag, and you are going to need 6x6 piece of paper. Something that goes with your project, something that you think looks beautiful, something that has lines on it so it's easy to write on. Whatever your thinking is, you know, pick a 6x6 that you like. So I have picked, I've tried to do some of these steps ahead so you're not watching me fiddle too much. So this was a 6x6 and I cut 2 inches off. Okay, so I have a 4-inch piece and I have a 2-inch piece. And then what I do is I take the sack that I have here. Let me put these papers over here. I have a new appreciation for Gail and how she does this, because you don't have a whole lot of space to work in. All right, so what I do is I eyeball it. I'm not a measurer, but that is why the glass sheet is great. All right, if I measure an inch in, it's about there. So let's put a little glue. I use Fabri-Tac. Everybody kind of has their own personal opinion, but to me, Fabri-Tac, it dries quickly. It doesn't warp your paper. I have a real problem with things that warp your paper. So it's Fabri-Tac for me. I know it's a little expensive, but it's one of those things that I just spend the money on it because I know it's the best thing to do. All right. So we're going to put a little glue down. And you can have this going either way. This way I'm going to put it on top like this. I got a little excess, so I'm going to wipe it off. Yes, I get glue fingers. I have glue fingers all the time. I go out in public with glue fingers. All right, let's move it so it fits. Okay, I'm going to fold it. All right. I use my nails, although I do have a little plastic thing to burnish. All right, Now, oh, I'm going to move you a minute. Oh, here. Here, I'm wobbling the camera. Forgive me. All right. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut off the excess. Okay. In the garbage we go. So here you have your basic booklet, okay? You've used your 4x4 and your sack, okay? Now, with the 2-inch piece of paper, we're going to make a pocket. And we're going to cover that. See the Made in Taiwan? We're going to cover that with the 2-inch pocket. All right, and what I do, just the easiest thing for me, so I'm not mucking around with measuring, is I go around as if to glue a pocket on the sack. And then I place the pocket on, like that. You know, and this is up to you. I am going to put a hole here. Let me take it off real quick. Sorry, I'm out of camera, aren't I? Yep. Once again, I have a new appreciation for Gail. Alright. So you can put the little, punch the little hole out. And then I am just going to cut this off. And this little piece, oh now see, you could use that. It's a nice piece to accent. You've actually used your whole 6x6. If you use this inside, maybe we will, because it's the butterfly. Okay, so let's save that. Although I'll need a card. Let me grab over here. I got this hint from Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures. She uses another card, here I'll put it in this way, to punch out her hole. Because if you try to punch the hole in this sack, you can't do it. Makes a mess. Makes a terrible mess. So you put the card in here. And I'm actually going to do it straight through. And then I just kind of center. You can measure, but I just kind of eyeball it. Make sure it looks good. All right, voila. Isn't that a cool trick? Yep, I like it. Thank you, Wendy. All right, so now we have our little hole in the top. Okay. So now what we need is we need some journaling paper inside and on the back. And you can use as much. I mean, you could put journaling paper clear across here. You can do whatever you think looks nice. So I grabbed out some pieces of paper. When I print a kit, like the Poppy kit, I do a lot of the lined paper that goes with it. That way I have paper to put in things or on things that actually go with the kit. But, you know, you can use whatever scraps you have. I had some coffee dyed graph paper, which you could use. You know, a lot of options. So just kind of go through your papers. I think I'll use that one. I think I'm using that one. It's got lines, so we love the lines. Makes life easy. And I will just cut. All right, and I'm going to put, I think, the darker at the top. See, and once again, you can use that little scrap, maybe down there. All right, let's glue this guy on. Hopefully I'm in camera. Hopefully you are seeing this. Let me scoot this guy up and move this up. Center that. All right, and I'm going to do a gale, and because I see some white around this. I'm going to take our inking pad and we will ink. Just get some of that white off. Inking is a preference. I do some, I don't do others. You know, if I'm trying to make it look antique-y, you obviously don't want the white paper showing. All right, I'm going to put him down there. How am I doing, guys? Can you still see me? Just, you know, give me a break. This is my first making ephemera on camera video. All right, so now I have used the whole 6x6 piece of paper in this booklet. All right, now we need something on the back. What shall we use? What shall we use? This has got that green in it. Maybe I'll use this piece. Once again, lines are your friend. So let's cut right there. I do have my cutter right here at the ready if I have to cut anything, but you know, sometimes you can do it without pulling everything out and making a mess. All right, I think I'm going to cut off this side and this side, and hopefully it'll fit. Maybe a little more off the top. Yeah, let's cut just a little more off the top here. I like to have a little frame, a little border. I think it looks interesting. Once again, it's just a matter of preference. You know, what I like, you might not like. I've learned, I'm one of those people, I love to cook, and I'll take a recipe and change it. Never has a recipe just been the recipe. I always change it. I make it the way I like it. And fortunately, everybody else usually likes it too. But I'm the same in crafting. You know, you may show me something, but in the end, I'm probably going to make it, you know, kind of the way I like it. So that's what I encourage you to do. You know, take an idea. That's what we're on here for, to show you ideas. And then make it your own. You know, do what you like. Use the colors you like, the papers you like. Alrighty. So now you have journaling space in the middle, journaling space on the back. Easy little piece of ephemera. And then I have some pieces we can put in here. I've got a tag from an Artie Mays kit that you can stick in the sack like that. All right. And then I used the little Tim Holtz people. Love Tim Holtz stuff if you haven't figured that out. And they come in threes. It's called Photo Booth, and it actually has 3 pictures. I just cut it down and made it 2 pictures. And I put them there. And then this theme, I think, is a rose theme that we'll use maybe in a rose journal or something. I think I'll put that behind because I think I want their picture to show like that. And you know, I did get this out. Maybe I'm going to use this as like a little tuck. Aha, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's ink it first because I don't want all this white since this looks a little antique-y. So, and then I'm just going to glue around that corner and stick it on like a tuck. I like doing that. It just gives you more space to put things, and I think it looks interesting. Here, I'm going to pull some of this up. Alright, let's get some of the excess off. Oh yeah, I like that. See, and then if you want, and you don't have to, you can glue the whole thing down, but if you want, just for interest, there you go, you can stick a ticket down there. Stick a ticket here and a ticket here. Once again, it's just however you like it. And then you can, obviously if you're going to use this to journal on the back, you'll just want to hook it in with maybe a clip, a paper clip, or one of these clips into your journal so that they can take it out and actually journal on it. So there you have it. And you can change them up to use, you know, whatever little theme you want to do, whatever theme you're working with. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you'll try one and let me know how it goes. Maybe take a picture and send it to me so I can see it. All right, what am I working on? Today I am working on a couple of journals for the shop. I am doing a Christmas journal, and I'm doing another Artie Mays. I think it's called Butterfly Madness. So a lot of butterflies, and 2 custom orders. Working on an Edith-like journal and a fairy journal. So lots going on. I hope you'll come back and continue to join me on my journey. God bless, and stay crafty.